Okay, this is going to be my review of Avatar, the 2009 film. So yeah, I really liked it. It's not one of my favorite films, but I actually really liked it. I think, like, visually, this film is stunning. I mean, you couldn't expect anything less from a film like this. And it's honestly shocking that this film came out 11 years ago, considering the technology. Like, some of, like, the bomb effects, looked a little, like, extra CGI. Like, throughout the whole film, you could tell, it's all CGI, but I think there was a sense of realism. I think, like, honestly, the avatars itself, the species itself, look cool. I think, like, the birds look, I just think it's, like, a cool kind of world. I think Pandora, in and of itself, is such a great planet with a lot of mythology and species that, yeah, you really could make a whole franchise with this. But I think one of my big takeaways from this film, because of how visually stunning it looks, and I can only imagine how great this visually was in 2009. Obviously, with this technology, you can make this effect so much better, which is why I'm so excited for Avatar 2 and its sequels, because can you imagine how great the technology could be, 12 years later, because this came out in 2009. Right now, it's actually shooting, so it'll come out in 2021. So, 12 years later, and so I can only imagine, the level of technology that they can use with this film, on top of great characters and great species. How great it could be, and I think there's a lot of memorable moments. I think like when they originally land on the planet and like they're traveling and he gets lost and he has to fight off like those species and those kind of big species types of things. I don't know what they're called or anything. So, but yeah, I think like I love when he trains to fly those dinosaur bird things, and like that shot where they're just going down. So I think like there's some because of how visually stunning it is. There's some great shots when like they're on the birds and flying through like those big rock glaciers. This planet, like I said, Pandora. One of the why you're so, I guess, invested with this film is because of the visual aspect. Where I think like the story's a little bit lackluster because all of a sudden you go from like, okay, they want to learn their planet, they want to study the different species and stuff, to, oh, let's just destroy the whole planet. And it felt like that shift was so sudden. So I think what really kept you engaged is you enjoy these types of characters and the species, that those blue Navi species, the Jake and the girl's relationship, and I also just like Jake's struggle with following the mission, but also respecting and helping the Navi people. So I think that was a cool aspect of the film, and I think because it's 2 hours 41 minutes, you don't feel like anything's really, as far as the development of their relationship, of Jake's relationship with the Navi, but particularly that girl, that kind of romance. It never feels, that part of it never feels rushed upon. But what I feel like is that idea of like the military is going from wanting to study it, wanting to learn about the species, to all of a sudden trying to destroy it. I think for me, just feels sudden. But I like this aspect of like he's an ex-military guy who lost his legs, and I guess part of it is he wants a better life, and he finds that through this planet. I think that aspect was a cool kind of aspect of it, and like that final battle was great. I think like seeing all the Navi coming together to fight the machines and fight the people were very, again, like I said, like underdog versus the overdog or whatever. So I think that was a cool kind of aspect of it. And again, like I said, I think it's such a cool film, and the concept is great. Like, what if the military can study, these species by mixing human DNA with their DNA to create an avatar, to create, a perfect mixture to blend in. And so I think the cast is great as well. So I really enjoyed this film. It's not one of my favorites. And I think like I think the second half is a lot better than the first half. The beginning's good. and then like but it really picks up once you get onto the planet. But then at the same time, there's like the middle. There's like kind of like a halt, a little bit of them like he's just trying to learn about the species, trying to, you know, the building the romance. But it's fun because it's like, again, like I said, visually you're invested. Visually you like it, and with you like the characters. You like the characters. I think you like the species. You like the Na'vi. You like there's the good people, like the good Jake and his team, who ultimately turn at the end. You like them. They're good characters. They're all good characters, and I'm excited for the sequels because honestly, I don't know where they're gonna go with it, and I don't know. The world of Pandora. Yeah, you can make a franchise out of this, definitely. But where are they gonna go? That's like another glaring thing. Is where are they going to go? Because I do struggle with this realization of more military people are gonna come, or is it? And plus, there's like what, 3 sequels lined up. I think there's like 4 sequels lined up. It's crazy to me. Which maybe it's like a direct sequel and then maybe like a trilogy. I don't know. Maybe one of them is a spin-off. I don't know, because it's like when you watch this film, it's not like it ends with any sort of hint at a sequel. Like I feel like they're making sequels obviously because it's made a held the highest grossing box office of all time, and it's only a small margin off of Endgame, which I think a plan could be like they're gonna re-release it before Avatar 2 and say, hey, we're re-releasing Avatar, and then it becomes the highest grossing film, and then for the marketing, Avatar 2 see the sequel of the highest grossing film of all time. And then maybe they'll do that. Maybe for when a new Avengers film comes out, we release Endgame. See the biggest, highest grossing film of all time. I don't know if they're necessarily that's their strategy, but there's multiple different ways they could approach that. So yeah, I really enjoyed the film. I think it was a good film. It was a solid film. I was entertained the whole time. I think some of the story beats are a little bit lackluster, but overall, a really good, solid film. So I really enjoy it. Stay tuned for more videos coming right at you.